guys. Now today I have a different sort of recipe for you, and it's not for you if you're on a diet, if you're trying to watch your weight or have dietary concerns. I'm making a Big Mac pizza today. Now what I have started already is I already have a frozen bread dough. You can use whatever type of dough you prefer. You can even try to make this a little bit more healthier than how I'm choosing to make it today. What I'm just doing is after I stretch this dough out to fit the pan, I poke it down with a fork, and this gets most of the air bubbles out. It's not going to get all of them out. I usually work it a little bit more, but I don't want to do it. I'm watching a movie. So this is what your dough should look like, depending on what shape of a pan you're going to use. And then we start off from there with some Thousand Island dressing. Now you can make your own. This is just how I do it. Now where I got this idea, many years ago, I used to work in a deli that served pizza. And one of the co-workers that I was working in the deli with came up with this idea. We had a slow day, and we had a lot of frozen dough to work with, that we needed to work with, I should say. So we had pizzas. We sold pizza by the slice, so we had pizzas to make, and this was his idea to make it something different. Now in substitution for the sauce, we're going with Thousand Island dressing. From here, we are going to put the hamburger down. Now this is extra lean ground beef. It doesn't need to be drained. It doesn't need to be rinsed. If you use, I don't know, like 85% or 73%, if you, after you cook it, if you drain and rinse that, you just use, if you're watching, you know, your calories or whatever, you just use the calorie content that you would use for extra lean ground beef. Okay, now I'm generously just putting the meat all over this. So, and you want a little bit more meat than you would a regular pizza, simply because it is a Big Mac pizza. You want that flavor to go through. If you don't want to use ground beef, you could use ground turkey. You could use ground chicken or pork. Some people even use like tofu crumbles. But if I brought tofu home in my family, I better like it because nobody else would eat it. I can promise you that. Okay, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. It's not quite there yet. And I have about a pound of ground beef here. Okay, now I'm just going to take some, this is a combination of shredded mozzarella and smoked provolone. And you can use whatever type of cheese you prefer. You could even use like a fat-free if you want to make this low calorie. You could use a whole grain pizza dough crust, whatever you choose there to make this a little bit more healthier. And you could use a fat-free dressing, or you could just make your own with fat-free mayonnaise and low-sodium ketchup with a homemade relish or store-bought. But it would have to be like, well, no, it wouldn't. Never mind. Yeah, just a regular relish. Okay. So then from here, we are going to sprinkle some diced onion that I already diced up. And you see, this has similar flavors to a Big Mac, you know? And like I said, this is not for the ones that are watching their figure, watching their weight, or have dietary concerns. I just want to throw that out there. So I can't begin to tell you how many calories this is per slice. I don't know. Sometimes when you want junk food, you don't really care about the nutritional content unless you have some serious dietary issues or needs or whatever, but, you know, today's just one of those days where it's a Sunday, we're watching movies, the weather hasn't been really wonderful on our side, so why not eat junk food? Okay, so into the oven it goes, and it's going to go on the bottom rack, and it's going to go in for approximately 20 minutes. When I come back, my husband is going to taste test this after I put shredded lettuce over the top. Yes, I said when it comes out and it's still piping hot, you're going to throw a whole mess of shredded lettuce on the top of it. Believe me. Trust me on this one, guys. Talk to you soon.
Hi everybody, we're back again. I'm Toby, Heather's husband, guinea pig extraordinaire for some of these recipes. While we were away, Heather made a Big Mac pizza, and after she did all the ingredients that were in the recipe that had to be cooked, the pizza got done. She sprinkled lettuce over the top of it. So let's taste and see if we got a Big Mac action going on here. Little meat, Thousand Island dressing, crust, lettuce. It tastes exactly like a Big Mac. Take two pieces and put them together. You got a Big Mac. Mighty good stuff. And you don't even have to go to the Arches either. You can do it all at home just like Heather showed you. Till next time, adios.